At Blackshaw Head, above Edin Bridge, for a pre-unit trial organised by the Yorkshire Classic Motorcycle Club. Quick look round the parking area, and we'll have a look at one or two machines. It's a rigid aerial, that's belonging to Dave Jones. Machine here still waiting to be taken off its trailer. It's a matchless, going to be ridden by Charlie Bourne. First time out for this AJS rigid machine. That's the mount of David Craig. Richard Clifford here, trying to start his Springer AJS. First time out for this machine. 500 matchless. Being built by Martin Adams. Very nice looking bike. Now we move along to the section number 1. Observed by Mr. and Mrs. Kennedy. First rider we see going through, Jack Smith as AJS. Here's a rigid AJS ridden by Craig Clayton. Goes across the stream, onto the bank, right turn, and up to the exit. Clean there for Craig. Bill Hill, Triumph Twin. Again, it's a rigid machine. Hung on to it there to keep it inside the flags. .500T Norton, driven by Keith Butterfield. Keith gets a bit near this blue flag. Takes 3 prods and out he goes. Secretary of the club, Howard Midgley, rigid matchless. Yeah, straightforward clean for Howard. Barry de Berg, matchless, Springer this time. Up and out for a clean. Here we have some visitor from Lincolnshire. This one's Mark Gunson. Travelled a long way to this event. And the final rider we'll see through this section, David Craig. First time out on this rigid machine. And gets out for a 1. Right, off to section 2. First rider we see going through the section, Richard Baldwin on his 350 Royal Enfield. Sections observed by Norma Midgley. Dave Thornber on his 350 Panther, rigid machine. Round he comes to this awkward turn. Puts a 1 down. Down the path, across the stream, up onto the bank. Out he goes. Howard Midgley dropping in. Gets nice nicely around that turn, keeps that front wheel high. Playing there for Howard. Now here's the man we saw trying to start his machine in the paddock, Richard Clifford. Here's Jess. Having a different view of the section. See Richard go through. Dave Jones on his aerial. Comes from the Greater Manchester area. Out for a 1. Halifax rider, Richard Murgatroyd. AJS. Built this machine himself, using a replica frame. And a clean there for Richard. Right, moved along to section 3. Awkward section to video. There's the observer, Mr. Clifford. And here comes Colin Pawson and his rigid twin. They'll be dropping down onto a small path and round to the exit. Charlie Bourne, matchless. You can hear it's getting quite windy at this point. Rigid aerial machine here, ridden by Gary Mitchell. Here's Martin Adams on the 500 matchless. Drops onto the path. Round he goes and out. Dave Elrington, AJS. Has to ride it in the non-competitive class with those front forks and that front wheel upfitted. Definitely not 365. Ian Ibbotson and his 600 side valve Norton. Ian takes a 1. Peter Baldwin, B32, BSA. Right, we'll just watch John Feather from a different angle. You see that small path the riders were dropping onto. There it is. Over he comes. Right, on to section 4. Here's John Patefield, his Triumph twin coming into the section. Observed by Mick Atfield, a regular observer with the Yorkshire Classic. John takes his turn at the bottom, gets onto this to keep going now around this off-camber turn, and out he goes. You can hear the wind very strong at this point. Here's Donald Cole on his rigid Ambassador. Fires it up over the path. Now onto the off-camber turn he goes. Well, that takes Donald for a 3. Another little rigid 2-stroke. James this time. Ridden by Harry Clayton. Doesn't make it across the path. Ends up with a big 5. Here's P. Waddell on his B40 BSA. Unit machine this. Being ridden in the non-competitive class. Good ride there for a clean. Another B40 rider, Derek Brooks. We saw him come off at Post Hill last week, carrying some heavy bruising on those legs through that accident he had. And ends up 5 in. Tiger Cub here, ridden by Frank McMullen. Had a good look at Derek's 5. That's it, takes a steeper route, climbs out for a clean. Another Tiger Cub, ridden by Dudley Robinson. Yeah, good clean there for Dudley. R.E. Baker. Gets it out for a clean. Right, big bike here. Richard Baldwin, Royal Enfield. Richard goes out for a 2. Keithley rider, Jack Smith, AJS. Well, I think we'll give Jack a 1 for that. And the final rider we see in this section, Bill Hill, and his rigid twin. Bill gets it out for a 1. Good ride. We've moved along to section 5. Observed by Dave Fogg. This is Ian Jackson going through the section on his B40. A series of climbs and turns over this old wall. Rising all the time. Steeper than it looks on the video. And out. Here's Dave Craig, rigid AJS. Oh, there's a 3 for Dave. Frank Anderton, 250 Greaves. Back on this Scottish model, You see Frank nowadays riding a square barreled model. Up and out. Springer James here, ridden by R. Foster. Struggling with it a bit here. Oh, ends up taking a 5. TRW Twin, ridden by Colin Pawson. Having a different view of the section to see Colin come up. Here's Doug Lavelle and his Matchless. Going well to here.
Hello, brother.
Talks to the video man. Goes out of the section for a 3. Another of the Lincolnshire riders, Mark Francis. Members of the Lincolnshire Poachers, AGS and Matchless Owners Club. Keith Butterfield. His 500T. Just keep your ears open. There you are, that's what Keith calls his bike. Barry de Berg, Matchless. Round he goes, through to this last turn, and out. Here's Howard Midgley on his rigid Matchless. Yeah, no bother for Howard. Just having a look round the course from this high point. See the first sections there, parking area. There's section 3. Now they come through onto this part of the course. That looks like Derek Brooks on his way to section 4. There is section 4. Riders waiting to enter the section. Section 5. And then off for a ride to go to 6, which is in the distance, and then come back along this top to where we are now at section 7. Again, another section along an old wall. First rider we'll see going through it is Howard Midgley. Just checking with the observer there, George Cordingley, that he can go into the section. And in he goes. Rides down the old wall. Drops off it. Around this boggy area. Back over the wall and out. Here's Mr. Humphreys and his Tiger Cub. Again, we're at the very top of the course. Very strong wind. Barry de Berg. Yeah, and off it goes. That's Donald Cole on his little rigid Ambassador. Richard Murgatroyd, AGS, making a quick entry into the section. And out for a clean. Right, we'll take a different view of it. This is Keith Butterfield coming down. Nice head-on view. No swearing, and out he goes. Team Rizzler member here, Craig Clayton. Nice and steady. Back through the wall. Off he goes. Team Rizzler captain here, Paul Howarth. Yeah, Paul goes out for a clean. Peter Baldwin, B32 BSA. Yeah, straightforward plane for Peter. Dave Jones, 350 aerial. Again, a rider that's having no bother with the section. Charlie Bourne, matchless. Charlie takes it out for a clean. Here's P. Waddell on his unit BSA. Take a different view. Watch Ian Ibbotson come down on the Norton. Bill Hill, Triumph Twin. Sounds well, does that machine? And the final rider in the section, Dave Craig. Rigid AGS. First time we've seen Dave riding for a bit. Injured his shoulder in the captain's trial. We moved along to section 8. Observed by Richard Beck. Downhill section. First rider we're seeing going through, Addy Clayton. And Addy goes out for a 1. Right, here's Baildon rider, Dudley Robinson, Tiger Cub. Lets the back end slip round. And out he goes for a clean. Here's Ian Jackson on his 350 unit BSA. Very steep down here. Round and out. Here's John Patefield on the twin. Well, John drives a wagon. And I don't think the brakes are as loud on that wagon as they are on his bike. Here's Mark Francis. Easing it down. Take a different view. This is Richard Baldwin dropping down towards us. Yeah, another rider cleaning. Richard Murgatroyd. Frank Anderton on his Greaves. Howard Midgley, matchless. Richard Beck there telling him he's on film. No time to pause though. Let's it skate down the hill. Leeds rider, Dave Thornber. 350 rigid Panther. Frank McMullen, Cub. Here's another Cub, ridden by R.E. Baker. The final rider we see down this section, Colin Pawson, rigid Triumph twin. Colin puts a 1 down on the high side, and out he goes. Along to section 9. Observed by Sue Craven. Here we see Martin Adams coming up on his 500 matchless. Out for a clean. Donald Cole on his Ambassador. Local rider here, just lives along the road at Mythenroyd, Gary Mitchell. Barry de Berg. Keith Butterfield, 500T Norton. Nice wide turn at the top, out for a clean. Doug Lavelle, Matchless, takes the same line as Keith, out for a clean. Have a different view of the section. Watch Derek Brooks coming up. There's Peter Baldwin on his B32 BSA. Again, taking that nice wide turn at the top. The rigid machine, Charlie Bourne, Matchless. Clean for Charlie. Dave Jones, Aerial. Here's P. Waddell, 350 BSA. Cleaning. We've moved along to section 10. Observed by Eric Robshaw. First rider we'll see going through, Ian Ibbotson, 600 side valve Norton. Yeah, clean there for Ian. Here's Dave Bevan, Royal Enfield Bullet. Mark Gunson. AJS. Oh, goes out for a 3. Ian Jackson, 350 BSA. Yeah, out for a clean. C15 BSA. Lee Greenwood. Different view. Watch Bill Hill coming through. Well, the clerk of the course was telling me he thought that section would get really cut up on the exit, but these riders are on the last lap, and that slot's got no worse as the trial's gone on. Must be a very hard banking just there. Here's Jack Smith on his AGS. Up and out for a clean. Dudley Robinson, Tiger Cub. Yeah, clean for Dudley. Howard Midgley. Having a talk to the observer there. And out for a clean. And pleased with it. Here's Frank McMullen on his Tiger Cub. Yeah, straightforward clean for Frank. Foster, Springer James. That's about the 1958 model. K7. Barry de Berg, matchless. Here's Colin Pawson on his TRW twin, putting a 1 down as he turns. Out he goes. And the last rider we'll see in the sections today, David Craig. Have a look around the parking area. Riders loaded up, ready for making their way home. Right, well, all we've got to do is go have a look at the results. There you have the statistics of the trial. Entry of 38, 4 laps, 10 sections per lap. And there's the clerks of the course. Finally, secretary of the meeting, Janice Cole.